I understand that you're a bit of a Dawkins fan.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
What a thrilling thing to have.
Did you have a chat with him?
I just briefly said hello, but I'm a huge fan of his work. I think, you know, other than, you know, I mean, obviously he does the religious thing,
yeah.
which is fascinating. I think most religious people, when you really talk to them, think that all other religions are wrong, and I sort of think they're half right.
Yes, because you were kind of semi-religious for a while.
I was very religious. I was Catholic growing up.
You were?
And then I sort of thought, well, if we're all God's children, what's so special about Jesus?
And that changed everything.
Oh, they didn't want to laugh at that. Well, they sort of had to. I think reading those books, I think I was an atheist before I discovered his work, and then discovering his work kind of. I think it's a very interesting thing, losing one's religion. I think it's a revolution for one.
Yeah,
it just changes everything completely, and I think it's a very interesting process. It's a process that people don't really talk about. I think the show of hands earlier was interesting to watch, because so many hands went in the air, and I wonder, is there a social stigma in Ireland about being an atheist? I wonder, is it still something that?
Well, I don't think that too many people would be willing to put their hands up to say I don't believe in God. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's. I
don't know, but maybe people do believe. I mean, I
think they do.
Yeah, but by the stares and the crossed arms, I'm guessing they do.
Yeah, there's a bit of body language going on there. All right.
Tell us some more jokes and leave Jesus alone. All right, don't cry. Oh. We've all got imaginary friends. I've just grown out of mine. Come on.
But you were saying, you wrote this article, or at least there's a question there from a psychology magazine of some sort. Forgive me for not knowing it, but you said in it at the end of it that you were kind of buying books, Dawkins books, to give for Christmas presents to people.
Yeah, no, I think it's a lovely thing to give.
Are you kind of evangelical about your...
I think I'm quite evangelical about it. I used to think it was very charming. I used to think anyone's religious beliefs were very charming, and I think there comes a point where you just go, well, I'm like a fundamentalist atheist now.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Much more kind of forthright about the whole thing. But it's not for me to say. I mean, it's not for a comedian. He's a scientist.
Yes.
And he backs it up with very interesting and very accessible science. I'm a comedian. It's not my place to tell anyone what to think about anything.
No.
So, I mean, that's just my opinion. But I'm not evangelical with people that I don't know. But with my friends.
A pub conversation, you say you should read this. It's a bit of
but I mean, to the Late Late Show audience, I'll let them believe any fairy tale they like. God love you. And the Nolans as well. You've had a hell of an evening. This show is still as mental as it's always been.
Yeah.
Last time I was on, there was a paedophile on before me. Do you remember that? Pat Kenny, he was running riot on this show.
I don't recall that one. Let's